Let's see who comes on, shall we? Give us a shout if you're on. Say hi. If anyone's in, let's see what you got. How have you been? Who have we got? Give us a wave once you're in. If anyone's got any questions and stuff, I know it was a bit. I did mention it yesterday that I was going to do a live tonight, but you might not have heard me if I was out walking. So again, I'm going to try and do them on different platforms and stuff. Give us a wave once you're in. Let's see how you all are. Also, I've just spammed up a load of posts. Basically, sort of like, you know, things. It can always be worse. This sort of stuff. It wasn't about me. I'm alright. Thank you for asking, though. For those that have just made sure I was alright, they weren't aimed at me. Someone else going through a bit of a tough time, I know, at the moment. So, as most people are. So I thought I would, just say how I felt. But yeah, what have you guys been up to this week? It's been chaos this week for me. Absolute chaos. Today's been good though. Today's been good. What about you? I want to hear about you guys. They don't want to hear about me. I want to hear about you guys. How have you all been? Got my new daisy chains. It's not a dog lead. Anyone knows what these are? Not bondage. I know what you crazy cats are like. I know what you lot are like with your sarky comments. No, that attaches to things like resistance bands and handles can attach adjustable, if that makes sense. Hey, everyone's just coming on. Andrea, Emma, how are you all? How's your day going? God, these are a bit small, these carabiners. Remind me to get some new carabiners. Some bigger ones. Mr. Grey. No. None of that grey shit. In fact, let me The playroom. It's a garage. So, this sort of thing, this would attach to wherever, and then you've got a certain amount of length of the particular band, and then if it was too long, like this is, you get the idea. But if that was too short, I can just adjust depending on the exercise. Go down. Adjustable, fully adjustable, right? Decent. They're called daisy chains. Keep it clean, you. It's a family show. Crazy people with your innuendos. Hi Alex, I lost £0.5 last week. Does that mean last weight, losing more this week? You and bondage stuff. If I was into if I was into that stuff, I wouldn't be flaunting it on social media, would I? No, I'm boring as hell. But when all you've got is resistance bands and things like this, you have to be imaginative. Now I've just got to find a home for them. Oh, there's one. Can you run if you have a hernia? I know it says no weights or heavy lifting, but I was wondering about running light jogging. Again, it's obviously, I would say consult a doctor, physio, something like that. But if there's still pressure there or there's stress on the body, that's what it is. It's like the strain on your body is forcing that hernia out. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't, but me personally, I probably would have done it and just been like, I'll just see. But that's not saying that's the right way to do it. By all means. Hi Hannah. Everyone, who else is in? Oh, I can't wait to have a tidy up in here. So if anyone's got any questions, fire away. I did have some. Helen, right, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing all good, you and the family. Been a long time since I've seen the Bedford lot. Okay. Where's... Okay, let's have a look at some of these questions I got. Favourite type of eggs? Cream eggs. Favourite type of eggs, yeah. Apart from a cream egg. It's going to be fried egg. Nice runny fried egg. It's got to be. What about you guys? How do you like your eggs? Which day isn't super busy for you at the moment? Meant in the nicest way possible. You're always super busy. Yeah, we will sort that session out. We'll sort that session out for you. Drop me a message. We'll put it in the calendar now. After this, when was the last time you cracked a smile? About a second ago, when I did a cream egg joke. It's not common. It's not common. Oh, here we go. Look, hi Amy. Poached eggs. Does drinking coconut water cause you to put on more weight? No. It's, again, I've done this before where you drink half a litre of water, you're going to gain half a kilo. That's going to make you gain weight. In that sense, coconut water, it's just a sweeter alternative. It's just a bit different to drinking normal water. It has some little vitamin benefits and stuff. You're not going to gain loads of weight from it. It's not heavy in glucose and stuff. If you like drinking coconut water, by all means, go for it. I'm not even a big fan of coconuts, if I'm honest. Everyone always used to rave about Bounty bars and stuff, and I don't like them. I'll eat them, but I don't like coconuts that much. Coconut water isn't terrible though. Do you want a funny answer or a clean answer for the egg question? Both. Hit me with both. Hey Andy, how are you? Andrea. What made you ask that about the coconut water? What's on your mind? Let's hear it. Is it something you enjoy drinking? Is it something you've never tried? You're thinking about it? Daniel Thomason, how are you? Hope you're good. I'm pretty sure, Mr. Dan, it's your fault that I bought a Subaru. Back when I don't know if you can hear this, back when you had that Burns one, the RB Subaru. I mean, mine isn't turbo, mine's just a normal, just to get around in, but I think that's your influence probably. Okay, so clean version. I like scrambled. Other option, fertile. Oh dear, okay. The last week I've been drinking it a lot, 2 litres. And that's, you think that's, honestly, you think, I don't know how to say this, that sounded like a dick. And you think that's why you've gained weight if you have. It could be lots of different things. It could be so many different things. Eating more food, like more vegetables and things like that, they weigh. You know, you eat chocolate all the time, it doesn't weigh a lot. You only need a tiny bit. Whereas, you know, you eat kilos and kilos of broccoli and all this sort of stuff, it's going to make you weigh more. I'm in one of those moods this evening. I think I'm funny, but I'm not. No, you're not funny. You are really. No, just asking. No, yeah, by all means, that's why I do these for, so you can hit me with questions. That's cool. I have lost weight. Yeah, so again, it's very case dependent on things like weight and stuff. People always ask, why have I gained a pound, or have I only lost 1 pound, and all this sort of stuff, and until they realise the fluctuations that go on throughout the week, it then becomes a bit more normal to them, and things like, especially females with cycles and stuff like that, it's up and down all the time. But even depending on age and stuff like that. Menopause setting in, all this sort of stuff. So many different factors. You could literally just be a bit more bloated that week because you've eaten salty foods or you've had it. Again, there's so many factors that people don't take into consideration. No wonder it's a minefield. Hey Sarah, how are you? Who's excited about the lockdown potentially ending? Again, who's not getting their hopes up? Who's a bit sceptical? What are you all thinking about that? Oh, the sachets you can add to water, the same as drinking a Lucozade, electrolytes, etc., without the sugar intake. That depends. That depends on the sachet. I don't know which ones they are exactly, and again, without looking at them, some of them would be very little calories and stuff like that. We used to get ones in ration packs that were filled with calories. You're talking like 300 calories or something a drink, just to get more calories in you, and that was a sachet, like an electrolyte one. Essentially just glucose, just sugar and things like that. So it depends, really. It depends. There's a lot of bullshit out there. There's a lot of crap little supplements and stuff. These ketone drinks and shit like that trick people into stuff, which I don't agree with, as you can imagine. Okay, serious question. How come some days I can be in the bestest mood, other days I feel like I have the weight on my shoulders, I feel like I can't do anything right? Again, that can be so many different things. That could be not eating enough on certain days. That could be hormonal imbalances. That can be you've just had a bad day. You've you know, something's pissed you off. It could be the smallest things. Honestly, the smallest things. Then people let that build up, and it domino effects, and then they let one little thing. Has anyone had like a bit of, not road rage, but you've been driving, someone's cut you up, and that's then pissed you off? Apologies for swearing if you, one of them things. So you're driving, someone's cut you off, you've had a bit of road rage, you've got angry, and you've let that ruin your whole day or longer. You know, that one moment in your day, and you let it ruin hours and hours and hours of the rest of it. There's a thing called unforced... what is it? It's called unforced errors. And basically making one bad decision turns that one bad decision into lots of bad decisions. And you think, I'll just have one drink. That ends up at 6 drinks on a night out. That then ends up having a kebab. And all these little things where you're trying to be good, and then a series of events have happened. And it's things like that. The best analogy I use for that is golf. So I don't really know much about golf, I'll be honest. But from what I've seen people on there have one bad hole out of 18. Like, so they have one bad hole, and then because they're annoyed, that then ruins the rest of the game. And they turn that one bad hole into 10. And then it's a downhill from there, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It's probably to do with hormones and mood, Katie. Yeah, and again, it can be so many different things. It can be things like contraception tablets and antidepressants and things like that can counter, and there's lots of different things that may be playing a factor in that. Could be that you're not having enough you know, you've got a deficiency in something. It could be a vitamin deficiency. It could be like a hormonal. Yeah, it's so many different things. Hannah, what would you suggest for toning whilst losing pounds in terms of weights within a workout? Heavier weights with low reps or lower weights with higher reps? So, again, I use this term a lot, but it depends. Depends on the goal, really. Like, lots of vague sort of insight into it. When you get these, I've not got it on me. When you're in these like studio classes with these barbells and stuff, and they're doing millions of reps, and it's not really doing much. It's just knackering you out. But if you feel good and enjoy doing it, why not? Right? Or you could lift something heavier within reason, obviously experience and technique and form and safety and things like that. If you lift it heavier, you're gonna see, as a rule of thumb, you're gonna see better results. But if, again, it's very case dependent. Do you want to lift heavy? Some people don't enjoy going into that zone. Some people love their Zumba and all this sort of stuff. You know, I say Zumba studio classes, where it's like exercise to music and all this sort of stuff. That was not me dancing, by the way. So, I mean, I don't want to come across like a knobhead. The toning word doesn't exist, but I know what you mean when you say it. So, like, the toning isn't an actual thing. I don't want to make you feel this big or whatever, because I see that word every day. The toning thing isn't really a thing, but I know what you mean when you say it. So, essentially, getting stronger, building muscle, you will lose pounds of body fat through that. Again, the diet side of things, the eating habits, that's going to be the best for losing body fat or weight. But getting stronger while doing it is going to help. And you'll feel great for it as well. So, hey everyone, Helen, hey. At the moment, yes, every day is like that at the moment. I'm a bit behind. Was that about the road rage thing, where you let one stupid little mistake turn into a whole bad day? Yes, but that doesn't affect me. It's more when I've had a shit call and then it eats me up the whole day. It's like Monday. Yeah, okay. So, again, because you're festering, we live in a negative environment. The world is negative. If on, say I post a picture on social media of something, whatever, I'll get 10 good replies where people are like, oh, I love what you do, this is amazing. And you get one reply that's like, please go and end yourself. You're only going to focus on that one. You easily forget the good stuff and you focus on the negative, which is just normal. It's just human nature. But it's just self-criticism, and we're our own worst critics. But turning and festering, I literally had this conversation with, I won't say who it was, but basically he'd fallen out with his employer this week, and is still festering in it. Is still festering on it, and he said to me, "Oh, I wish that I should have said something and all this." And I'm like, you're wasting time and energy festering on the negative. That's not going to help. There's nothing you can do with that. So, Katie, if you have a bad call at your work, so when you go to help these people in their homes and stuff, if you have one's being an arsehole to you, then, and you let that affect the others might be relying on your happiness and stuff like this, but then that will just turn you miserable. I remember being exactly in that same position. Back in like car mechanic days, someone would annoy me at work, and I'd just fester on it all day long, all week sometimes. And I would not do things out of spite, but I would intentionally do things to oppose it. So like, I don't know, I wouldn't go out of my way for them in future. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. Today I've been in a great mood. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm like that at basketball. I miss a shot or a bad pass. A bad pass or call can ruin the game. Yeah, exactly. So, and that one tiny fraction of the whole. People don't. This is the problem. People tend to not, and it's taken me years to realise this. People tend to not focus on the bigger picture. And they'll just focus on the one small thing that went wrong. You know, I remember doing a half marathon. I think it was a half marathon, and my shoelace broke. My shoelace broke during the marathon, right near the end, and I was so annoyed. And no, it was about halfway. So, I was so annoyed that it ruined the whole race for me. This one little thing. Yes, it was niggling away, and I could still run with it. It wasn't coming off my foot, for instance, but I let that ruin the whole thing. And then then I thought, oh, my time was awful and all this sort of stuff. And then I blamed it on that, and that it just domino effects. And I hope I hope you get what I mean when I say that. Yeah, don't let one bad event turn into 10 bad events. Injury is one of those things that normally sorts that as well. That's one of the things that it's more about building muscle and preventing loose skin as much as possible. Lifting heavy. Yeah, and again, that's what you meant by toning. So that's cool. I would, in fact, by all means, you can message me. I couldn't explain it a bit better, but getting consistent with the training and things like that, you know, loose skin and stuff like that will firm up. I'm not going to say that's the easy part, because it's not easy for everyone, but that's one of those things that it will happen. And then in most cases, some skin can't be firmed up if there's no muscles there and things, but like if someone has like a really big baby and it overstretches things, sometimes that is just loose. But yeah, no, there's definitely ways to build, and essentially, like if you just focused on the training side of it, you're gonna think, you're gonna be more cautious of what you're eating anyway. So your diet, your eating will get better without you massively realizing, because you're lifting weights and stuff, and you're getting stronger, you're using more energy and things like this, and then before you know it, you're like, oh, well, that loose skin's gone. I mean, there's people on here that can, I'm sure, you know, I can't remember my words out today, that will testify to that. Love lifting heavy. Yeah, okay, so if you love lifting heavy, then focus on that, because you're more inclined to do it if you love doing something. If I told you, and if I knew you hated rowing or something like that, you hated the rowing machine, you're not going to be inclined to go and use it if I say go and do the rowing machine. Do you see what I mean? So you're more likely to do it, and consistently over time, if you enjoy it. I think I do it because I just want to give 110% of people I care for. Like, I could put a massive front on. Yeah, we all do. We all do, Casey. We all do. We all want to be the best at it and, you know, give absolutely everything. But there's always going to be someone, an outside, an external force. So someone they're having a crap day. So then they want everyone else to have a crap day. And then they'll say something stupid to you, and then, yeah, it just rolls with it. And then that then ruins your day. And then you go and ruin someone else's day. And it's just, again, some of that is knowing when to just ignore people and be like if someone, I don't know, someone put a shitty comment on some of my things, I'd be like, I'd message them and I'd be like, are you okay, mate? You're projecting onto me, you know, are you okay? If you need to talk to someone, I'm here. Because they're obviously angry about something, and it's normally never about you anyway, so they'll be venting for some reason. And then I've had it before where I've messaged someone, I've been like, you okay, buddy? Not sure what that comment meant. And they're like, oh, look, I didn't mean to sound like that. I didn't mean to take it out on you. My missus is arguing with me and all this sort of stuff. And it's normally because they're having a bad day. They get on the keyboard and they're like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to fuck someone up. And if you're an easy target, one of them. How could I increase my ability to jump higher? I do calf raises. Is there anything else that could be doing to make me increase the ability, or is it not possible to improve? Things like, in your case, and that we will move on to, is, one of the things is box jumps. It's a very specific skill, specific for that reason. It's that explosive power. Not many people need to do it, but for basketball, it's one of those things that it can help you. Staggered agility, jumping, things like this. There's lots of different things that, again, it's all sort of coming. Literally just extending your, like, the flexibility as well. The flexibility side of it. The more flexible you are, the higher. I don't know if you've seen my old videos from when the gyms were open about me doing the box jumps up to here. But because I'm flexible in certain ways, I can get up there, if that makes sense. Right, I'm going to relax for the rest of the evening. I've gone early and a long day tomorrow. Let's see how dirty Papa gets after tomorrow. Yeah, no, thanks for letting me do your car. Yeah, keep it red. Hey everyone, just joining in. Hope you're all good. I'm only going to keep this on for a few more minutes, guys. I'm going to go and train after this. Only for a little bit. I've still got stuff to do. It's getting late already. So, any sort of last questions? Hit me up. Did have a list of them. Hope you're all good anyway. Hope you guys aren't struggling too much and things like that. Obviously, things are tough for people at the moment, like my post said. Can always be worse. Okay, I'll hold off on jumps at the minute because my knee, I went to PT session. Yeah, and again, when it's a controlled environment, so it's going to be safer, you're going to progress more because I'll know how to push you. Whereas if you just go and jump up a wall or something, and there's no one there, and you hurt yourself, there's no one there. Don't worry. Just, again, rest that knee. rest that knee, and because I know you're running and stuff like that, but yeah, sometimes you need to just rest it a bit, and we can work on other stuff. We can build on other areas while your knee is recovering. Don't worry about that. Let me know if the 8 PM time was a bit better for you guys. Previously, these have been on Mondays and Fridays at 9ish. So starting at 8, just wanted to see. Also, I don't want to be working all day long Monday and then not finish and get into bed until 11. Do you know what I mean? So, 11 is what I set my bedtime at, but if I can. But yeah, I would like some downtime, so I thought a bit earlier, 8 PM. Again, as long as it doesn't interfere with PT, depends how late I'm doing PT. Normally, I'd like to try and keep everything finished by 8 anyway, so, and if I need to delay my dinner a bit, that's cool. But right, I'm going to call it there, guys. Thanks for coming on. Like I say, any questions, let me know. If you liked this sort of time, so it's 8 to sort of 8:40 at the moment, almost. So let me know what you think of the times that I've done this. If you've got questions, by all means, the more and more questions we get on these, if you share, like it and stuff, other people will see it, hopefully. And then the more questions we get, hopefully it can help more people, and it gets the conversation flowing even more. And that's what it's all about. Don't forget, guys, I've got my 2 Facebook groups as well. One's free, one is $6.99 a month. Just building them up all the time. I'm going to be doing a live in my, again, not set in stone yet, but Wednesday lunchtime, I'll be doing one in the battle group. Friday lunchtime, about 1ish, I'll be doing both of those days. I'll be doing one in the free health group as well. So how it's looking at the moment: Tuesday, Instagram live at 8 PM. Wednesday on here, 8 PM. Thursday, Instagram live again. And I say the Wednesday and Friday, 1 PM lunchtimes in the groups. Trying to get a bit more, not coverage, but reaching different people at different times, so on different platforms. So let me know, guys. Hi, Jamie. Just going, buddy, but nice to see you. I'll catch you all soon.